Like me, where sometimes working out from home, you just don't have it in you and you just don't have the motivations or you're not even sure how, well, stay tuned because today I have some very special guests that are going to provide some home workout tips and motivation. Let's get it.
Gotta take what's burning from deep down within out into the world so the healing can begin. Created for greatness, don't let anything get in the way. Realize with your real life, you'll affect the world in a major way. Time to make a difference and show the world what you're all about. Live life with passion, fire it up from the inside out.
Where we're all about inspiring change from the inside out. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Happy Monday. First and foremost, I hope that you all had a great weekend, and I hope that you had a great Mother's Day. You were able to celebrate your mothers or be celebrated. Shout out to all the moms out there just doing your best to provide for your families and yourself, and most importantly, taking care of yourself. So today's topic, we're home workout motivation and tips. I'm gonna be real, like COVID-19, right? COVID-19 has created a whole lot of new things for a lot of us. And a lot of that even is especially in the kitchen. For example, a lot of people are cooking, trying new things, people are doing home projects. But let's be honest, when it comes to our health specifically and working out, like working out from home is easier said than done. So easier said than done. And I know myself, again, part of my routine is making sure I get that morning blood flow, that morning exercise. So prior to all of this, I've always been an early bird, always waking up and just getting it in wherever I can. Now, last week I had my awesome friend Katie Italiano with Solano County Strength and Conditioning on the show and talked about her journey and how what she's doing for the community here in Solano County, Fairfield, California, really focusing on that Olympic weightlifting, strongman, and functional fitness in that sense. And again, she's a great friend of mine doing great things. And today I actually have another group of friends that I'm bringing on from the Factory Elite Fitness, Suspension House Fitness, and Shred to Fit Virtual. Now, really quick backstory. Now, if you follow me on Instagram or even on Facebook, you'll see me post pictures from Solano County Strength and Conditioning, and then you'll see me at the Factory or Suspension House. And so here's kind of how I got involved, just to bring a little clarity to, how I'm getting involved or how I was involved with all these gyms. So when I was with Solano County Strength and Conditioning, doing my thing, I was coaching out there, helping out, doing the barbell class. My wife and I, even prior to all this, we used to do CrossFit. And I remember we got to a point where, we go to a gym and just my energy and just my, who I am, it became one of those things where it was like, when they would see Danielle, they'd be like, oh, you're, Rye's wife, right? Rye's wife. And so, through time, she was like, I want to go to a gym where I'm just me, where I'm not Rye's wife. And I totally understand that because, she has a name, she's beautiful. That's my wife. Like, I don't want her to just be known as my wife. Like, she is her own person as well. So while I was at Solano County Strength and Conditioning, she found a gym that's actually closer to our house here in Vacaville called the Factory Elite Fitness. But even to go before that, the reason why she found out about them was because they had a name prior to that called Barbell Fusion. And we're going to get to that in just a second. And so my wife was joining. She joined with Cami Perion. Shout out to Cami, wherever you at, girl. And what ended up happening was my wife started working out and going there. And I respected her space. She was like, nope, I don't want you to, keep doing what you're doing. You're good. I'm good. And I was like, cool with it. But then after a while, some of the friends that she joined with and the people that she was with that she originally started with weren't going anymore. And then my wife was like, bet, you want to go to the factory? And I was like, what? And then I was like, cool. So it was something that my wife and I had together. Now, even though we didn't always go to the same classes together, we still had that same thing in common. So I was both still training and doing my strength, my Olympic weightlifting and all that at Solano County Strength and Conditioning, but also doing a lot of the cardio stuff, the HIIT training, and, just different types of training at the Factory Elite Fitness. So that's kind of the history of how I got involved. And so being involved with them for over a year, great people, great community. So I wanted to bring them on today because they are doing a bunch of stuff for people at home to keep us, motivated and, to keep us as healthy as we can be while we are in shelter in place. We are in week 9. Can y'all believe that, y'all? Week 9 shelter in place. This is my 4th week starting this FTIO live stream. So if this is your first time rocking with me, I appreciate you. I'm here Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Yes, 7 a.m. Facebook and YouTube live. So if you're watching this and you find value, consider subscribing to the channel, liking the Facebook page, following it so you can get notified every time a new episode or live stream drops. So with that being said, y'all, I want to go ahead and take a moment and I'm going to actually bring in the owners or how it all started. We're going to talk about how it all started. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in Tracy Green and
what's up, Ryan?
Howard. What's up, fellas? What's up, fellas? Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Ryan.
Thank you for being part of the live stream. So yeah, the question is how it all started. And, I mentioned again, Barbell Fusion. So if you can just share a little bit about yourself, your background and how we got to, how it all started.
Well, it started with me, I've been involved in athletics my whole life and with young people, was a teacher, head football coach for years, taught athletes, female athletes and male athletes. So fitness has always been a part of my life. And that's how it all started as basically, back then I was working for the school district. There was a lot of cutbacks. They closed the high school. So basically it all started from being an unemployed teacher. And then I got involved with, became a Christian and, God had another direction for me. So I started this business in a park with just 2 people. And it started off as a sports conditioning class for young athletes, and then it turned into something for adults. And 11 years later, we're here. We have the Factory League Fitness, Suspension Out Fitness, and it's all about serving people. It's not about me. And I'll never forget when the Lord told me when I was going through this transition that I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this for those that are coming. So it's about serving. It's always about serving.
Appreciate that. Yes. How about for you, Coach Howard?
It started in a small room with Tracy. Me and Tracy have been friends for 20 plus years. Kids have grown up together. And he actually is going on, I think 6 years now, almost 7. I used to work in Vallejo City Unified School District with him. He pulled me out of education to come and do something that he knew I loved to do. And that's help others. I've been through the transition of Extreme Plyo from when he was in the park to Barbell Fusion Fit to now the Factory League Fitness and Suspension House and Shredders Fit Virtual. I think at the most, for the biggest thing, it's always about serving others, helping other people. It's more of a mental journey and physical journey. The mental side is people walk in the door every day. They know what they're going to get. Our workouts are not, I would say they're very intense, Ryan. I'm sure you can attest to that after your first time working out with me in Fairfield. But at the same time, I think that for myself and Tracy and all of our coaches, I think the biggest thing is that we get that gratification of seeing the smiles and seeing people's lives change every single day. So.
And let me interject there. Also, my biggest thing, and the coaches have said always, and Howard knows that, is we don't chase money, we chase people. That's my theme. And I've always said that, and I said, God will take care of the rest.
Absolutely. Thank y'all. Yes. And like what both of you said, service, and that's what this whole channel and that's what this whole live stream is about, inspiring change from the inside out. Because as we know, the one thing that's permanent in life is change. And so that's part of my mission, is to serve others. So to serve you. And if you're watching this video again and it's your first time rocking with us and you see value, please go ahead and subscribe, follow, so that we can stay connected. And before we get started, let me go ahead and shout out some of my folks. So let me go ahead and shout out Joanne Arias, one of my faithfuls. Thank you for being on the show. Fairfield, California in the building. I have Chavez. Hey, good morning, Chavez, and she's come from Arizona. She's been rocking with us for about a week now. Good morning, Chavez. And what did Chavez say? She said, yep, 6 a.m. workouts every morning, staying loyal to the routine. Good for you. Keep that up. I got Arlene from Sacramento. Yo, what's going on, Arlene? Good morning. Thank you for joining us on the live stream. And then, of course, we all know this grinder right here. Vanessa, good morning, Vanessa. Yes, one of the faithful as well. Thank you for being on the show with us. So yeah, so from Barbell Fusion, I do remember my first workout because again, Cammie invited us. Cammie invited us, and Cammie was going through her journey. So Cammie, wherever you are, again, much love, because she's had such a transformation. And so of course, when you see results, you're like, oh, what are you doing? How are you doing it? And so she says, come check it out. And I was like, okay, hold on, let me see, because again, I was in my own feelings, and so my wife and I went, and I got whooped. I got whooped that day.
You know what? Right? And people always ask me, why did you change the name from Barbell Fusion Fit? And just a little thing, it's just perfect. I was on my Christian walk, and I thought that the logo we had, that skull head, just fit, my walk and the community, and that's the only reason I changed the name. The Track Relief Fitness just fit better. But we still kill you with them barbells.
Yes, no, definitely. Hey, trust it. It was a struggle for reals, but look, we're still here. We're rocking. So, and there's been some evolution. So we went from the Barbell Fusion Fit to the Factory Elite Fitness in Vacaville and Sassoon, and then also something else birthed out of that. You want to intro that real quick, Tracy?
Suspension House Fitness came out of that because we saw a need for a little bit of lower impact. Working out, intense but lower impact, and then a lot of people like boxing and all that kind of stuff, and so we transitioned into that business. Now we have two of those. One, we turned Dixon into it also, and so it was just something that we thought was needed.
Absolutely. And just again, because we want y'all to know us and what we're doing. So to share with Suspension House a little bit more, let's give it up for Jess. Good morning,
Hi.
Jessica. Welcome to the stream. So
Thank
if you want to
you.
go ahead and just share a little bit about yourself with all of us.
Pretty much started the same way. Cammie was there on my first day too, Ryan. And I started in Sassoon and Barbell Fusion with Howard. And after my first workout, it killed me, but I loved it. And so I came back. I ditched my big gym membership and came to this beautiful community of people. It was the people that got me there first. And then I started some challenges, and I started to lose weight, and people just like you, what are you doing? Where are you going? Brought more people in. And next thing you know, I'm on the floor learning how to coach. And now I am the studio director over at Suspension House Fitness, and I'm loving everything. I love the community. I love the people, and she's doing what I love.
She's not going to talk about herself, but she went to her transformation, but also she not only she's the director there, she actually owns Shred to Fit, which is our online business, which enabled us to be able. Thank God we had that up, enables us when the quarantine came. It enables us to jump online.
Yeah, we're ready to go.
Yes, absolutely. And I think just to clarify too, because this is something that even pre-COVID-19, right, Shred to Fit, the virtual online classes were coming out. And to my understanding, and again, just jump in and clarify, but to my understanding, we had members who weren't available or who were leaving because maybe they were moving and they were out of state, out of country, and we still wanted to be able to share the workouts with them. And I think that's how that birthed. Is that correct?
That's exactly how it started. We had people, because where we live, Travis Air Force Base, and they're like, well, I can't find any other community like you guys. So it started off with just providing all those online workouts for them. And then we decided to make a membership out of it, and more people use it as a supplement. And then of course we were ready to go when this whole pandemic hit. We were prepared. We already knew what we were doing. So it was nice to already have that foundation laid out, and just bam, we were on.
Awesome. Yeah. So again, this was not something that was, an adaptation, right? This wasn't an afterthought because of COVID. It was actually already in the making.
We just invited y'all in.
I think it was there for 2 years already. It was
Yep, 2 years.
Yes.
Going on 3. Yeah.
So I definitely believe that you will all be, you're already putting yourselves in position for, the new normal.
Yeah.
Real quickly, we got Larry Wills. Hey, What's up, Larry? Good morning.
Good morning, brother Larry.
Yes, brother Larry, he's a faithful. I think at Suspension House. Yeah, Vacaville.
Both.
Yeah.
He goes
Both?
everywhere.
Okay, well, shout out to Larry, and then we got Lily. Good morning, Lily.
What's up, Lily?
Morning, Lily.
Hey, Lily.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Lily's
so
one of
yeah,
my new clients.
so Jess, you said it right. Speaking of like community, there was one thing again, being at most, I guess when I first started, it was at the Vacaville Elite Fitness, and I remember 10 a.m. like was my jam
That was my
because
jam too. Yeah.
I was like, it was perfect because I would get my strength training, Olympic lifting in the morning, and then I would, get a couple hours of rest, and then I'll come and then I'll do, some of the hit training. And again, I loved all the different exercises that we were doing down the street. And so speaking of 10 a.m., I'm gonna go ahead and bring on two of my new tenant. So yeah, I'm gonna bring on two other coaches to just share with the gang. So just to kind of preface, if you're joining in a live stream, thank you for joining us today. So right now I'm with, Coach Tracy, Coach Howard, Coach Jess. They are the owner, operators, directors of Factory, Suspension House, and Shred to Fit. And I believe this is is this your full-time work for all three of you?
I got to quit my dream job about a year ago. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. So they are doing this full time. Okay. So if you are someone right now who maybe passion was your fitness, these are folks that you want to follow because this wasn't always their full time thing. And they took that leap of faith to that leap of service to others. But I want to bring on two 10 o'clock coaches. So you know what? I actually had this music, y'all. My bad. So let me go ahead and get it started like this. Come on. Hey. So 10 o'clock a.m. Vacaville started with, she whooped my butt plenty of times. But I appreciate the heart, the tough love, and I want to shout out and bring her on real quick. Let's give it up for Carrie, y'all. Coach Carrie. Yes, up early in the morning. And then because life happens and she ended up having to, take care of some stuff, they still kept the 10 o'clock going. And the new 10 o'clock class back then in Vacaville, let's give it up and add to the stream, Coach Esther. Yes, Coach Esther. So, we're just going to throw it in there. And while we vibing, let me see here. We got Kim Costa says, good morning. Nice to wake up to this instead of all the crazy news. Good morning, Kim. Yes.
Morning, Kim.
Adka. Good morning, Adka. Thank you. Happy Monday. Thank you for being with us on the live stream. Yes. So perfect. All right. So Coach Carrie, Coach Esther, if you can go ahead, we not just take a moment and introduce yourselves. Let the world know who you are, what you're about, how you got involved.
Well, I started, I believe it was January 7th, 2017, with the factory. No, Barbell Fit Fusion. But next door, Tracy and Howard were already working on developing the Factory Elite Fitness and bringing that over. But I started with Barbell Fit Fusion, and within, like Jess said, within a few weeks or months, I was on the floor coaching. So
Sweet, my bad. And also, it was 9 a.m. I'm getting corrected here backstage. Esther's like, hold up, yo. Go ahead, Coach.
Good morning. So I started back in 2016. I started as a member. I joined with the 20-pound challenge. Didn't think that I would make it last. Then after I think we did the 20-pound challenge, I became a member. Then about 2 years later, we decided to open Dixon, and Tracy and Howard had the faith in me to help coach Dixon along with two other coaches at the time. And we're still going strong. Now we transitioned from Factory for Dixon and over to Suspension House. So we got Fighter's Physique going on there.
Absolutely.
And now doing online coaching.
And for the record, so if you follow me on Facebook or any of my social media platforms, when I say I'm working out at 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, that is with Coach Esther in Dixon, getting my, getting my Manny Pacquiao on, so 4 a.m. is the real deal. So shout out to Coach Esther for the 4 a.m. Training as of
shout
late.
Out to you guys are the ones that get me up, because if I don't open the doors.
Yes, and you've been on time every time. So thank you for that. So yeah, so let's go ahead. Now we're all into this again. We all know the idea of the show was home workout tips and motivation. So first, if we could, let's just touch up a little bit on as a coach training, right? As a coach training, what tips do you have for people? Because now we're doing everything online, video, Zoom, whatever that might be. So just in your own experience, the last couple of weeks that we've been doing this, what are some of the best practices for those at home to get the best coaching? what would you say? And I say this because, you know, as a coach, sometimes you're watching the screen. So what is helpful for you when you're watching others that are working out from home? Like, what would be their best practices so that you can actually see the movements, you know, see it clearly, and help them make the adjustments and still be able to coach them and not just like lead the movements?
I can go first if you want. First of all, we tell them, we've actually had some members that'll just log on and watch their first class just to make sure that they have all their setup right. But most importantly, just make an appointment. Put it in your, I've told a lot of my challengers, because they'll say like, oh, I'll just wait till you open. Make an appointment, put it on your calendar, put it on your planner, just wake up. You just got to roll over, turn on your thing and just go. And then your coaches, every single one of these coaches that have been helping online, they're amazing. Like, you get a great workout and then you get to see all your friends in those little boxes. So just show up. And then if you need to, watch one video first just to get your whole setup, and then you're ready to go. It's not that hard.
Perfect. Thank you. Anyone else?
Don't ever think you don't have the space. I've been hearing a lot of, I don't have the space, I don't have the time, or I can't be too loud for my family. There's wireless headsets. I live in a small living room space. I push my couch over about 5 feet. I make the room for it. You know, just overcome those fears and excuses, because ideally, if you really want it, you can really make it happen. All you need is a space of enough for a yoga mat to roll out. You need something weighted. Just join us. Get over it, because you know you can do it. I know you can do it. It's fun. Keep it light. Believe in yourself. That's really what I would really like to let people know.
Sweet. And before we go on, let's go ahead. Shout out to Coach Joe. Says, good morning,
Joe.
fam. We got let's see who we got. Kendra.
Kendra, she's
Joining us
Kendra.
this morning. Good morning, y'all. So yeah, I'm just, again, just bringing all your comments on to the stream here. Let's see, Katie Carr in the building.
Hi, Katie.
Hi, good
morning, Katie.
morning. Lily Esther giving a shout out to Lily there.
Thank you.
Let's see, Coach Larry, Brother Ryan. Hey, I'm trying, man. Just trying to serve others. Here we go. And then we got, let's see, Monica. Can't wait for the gym to open and lift. What's up, Monica? Good morning to you.
Good morning, Monica.
Yes, and let's see, we got Elizabeth. Joanne Leon, happy Monday, everyone. So again, number one, I heard just show up, like, get used to it, like Coach Jess was saying, like, just, you're going to feel out what's going to work best. Don't use space. Number two, don't use space as an excuse, because let's be honest, your camera can only take so much space anyway. So just find that little space, whatever you need to do. And again, there's a lot of modifications. One thing that I know I've seen be very helpful on your end is, number one, having, the lighting. I think lighting is really important when it comes to coaching, because if we can't see you, and I've heard, some of you say, well, many times, like, you can't see you, turn the light on. and I get it, like, especially 4 in the morning, it's dark, but I think lighting is really important. So that's a tip that for those of you working at home, because we can't coach you and we can't help you if we can't see you. And having that camera angle, I know we in the whole, like, I see people's camera angles where you just see like their head in the ceiling. Like, that's not going to help us coach. So any other tips for our viewers or anyone working out from home that are doing it like via Zoom or online like that?
Not particularly, just about working out. It's about this quarantine acts as an opportunity for a lot of us to grow. Also, I take care more of the workouts. I do my workouts. I put together all the workouts. Jess does the boxing parts of the workouts. But this is also a time for us to renew ourselves. And for me personally, I end up getting my life coaching certification, and I'm taking an angle that people have been telling me about for years. Is coaching people one-on-one and stuff like that. So yes, this is a unprecedented time, but also it's also a time to take for growth for yourself. When you grow for yourself, you kind of start helping others also, like you're doing right now, Ryan. The growth and the direction you're in right now is going to, what I call my ripple effect, is going to affect a lot of people positively, not just you or your inner circle. So it's an opportunity for you not only to physically, keep your health and fitness up, but also to grow, to embrace things that maybe you were reluctant to embrace before.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then we do have like after we could do some tips, then we jump into some motivation. So thank you for sharing that. And how about you, Coach Howard? What are some things, and Coach Carey, what are some things from the online, from your side, what would be helpful for you to help coach athletes better?
I think the biggest thing for me is that everybody knows I like to have fun. I think the biggest inspiration to me is the fact that I normally work out with the coaches at 6:30 in the morning, but since we've been doing online classes, I think I've stepped up my cardio game a little bit. I think the biggest thing is when you wake up in the morning, kind of stick to your normal routine. If you used to working out at 5 in the morning, stay with it. Even though you might be staying at home to work, get up and get it done. That it starts your day off in a manner where you're used to it, but at the same time, you're fresh, you're renewed, okay, from whatever day's stress. And even if you come in at 10, if you come in at 6, stay with your routine, because at the same time, I think a lot of people are going through cabin fever right now. If you have a chance to work out in your backyard, do that at 10 or at 6. I don't do it in the morning because it might not be light. You might have some possums running around in your backyard. But at the end of the day, I think the biggest thing for me is just, I will say this: I have been inspired by everybody that attends my class.
Yes.
Just for the fact that they inspire me because they are helping themselves mentally and physically. I know a lot of times, like Ryan earlier on, you said people are, maneuvering in the kitchen a little bit different, experimenting with different foods and different way of eating. And I struggle myself sometimes with eating. I know that. But this has, like Tracy said, has put myself where I had to focus on me. And getting through the workouts that Tracy puts out, sometimes I tell him, I don't know what you're trying to do. You're trying to kill me. But at the end of the day, I think that it makes me I feel renewed. I feel different. I don't feel the same as I used to when I used to just lift weights and be in the guy zone where, I'm just going to lift weights and not do no cardio. I think the first week we did it, I almost died. But at the end of the day, I made it through that first week and make it through every single day, because the people that I have in my class, when I see them work out and I coach them, again, I use that energy just as well they use my energy.
Absolutely.
And at the end of the day, I think that the community that we have and the community we built and the community online, like I watch at 10 o'clock, I'll log on at 5 in the morning, and 10 o'clock in the morning, I'll log on like about 10 minutes early. So that way people can kind of converse, they can kind of talk. I had one class where some ladies were talking about, hey, we're going to have a virtual wine party. And I was like, okay, on a Saturday. And it's just a testament to people being able to communicate with each other. I hate to say it, it's one big community, one big happy family. That's what we promote. But at the same time, it's helping here.
Yeah,
it's helping here.
Just one of the important things is the mental piece you're talking about there, Howard. I totally agree with this family, and I'm going to just give a shout out to everybody who's been fit, not just at the factory, any gym, any person at home being fit. I give a shout out to you. With this family in particular, we have stayed together. Memberships and everything have basically everybody's held on, and it's a true credit to this community. Not us as just coaches, this community, the involvement with everybody, and so. I just appreciate the loyalty and just the hard work that's going on, and the growth I see from everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you. And how about for Coach Carey? What are some tips that you have for?
I think to piggyback off of what Howard was saying is just adaptability. A lot of people during this time, kind of with the shelter in place, are becoming a little bit more recluse, isolated. And let's be honest, the reason why we became a part of the Fit family that we have is because we enjoy the community. And the way that Shred to Fit was set up still enables us to be a part of that community. It's not a typical online program where you put in a video and you press play and you're by yourself with, a droid. You're with other people, you're with your community, and you're able to see those faces and, work out and push each other. So the accountability is there.
Sweet. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. Anybody else want to jump in and add anything to that?
I just love what Carrie just said. It's not like other online programs. You actually see the people that you used to be able to physically see, but you almost get that same feeling because you can be like, hey, in those little boxes. So I love it. I love seeing everybody, and I love that connection. What was that?
We have our Brady Bunch boxes.
Yeah, our Brady Bunch boxes.
The Brady Bunch boxes, yes, absolutely. And I think that's, kind of the thing too. I think one of the biggest tips is like realizing that, and my video is frozen, so technology is definitely trying to shut me down. So if I'm frozen, no worries, the show must go on.
Adapt.
But I think what's really important is that, being adaptable, being patient. That's another tip for those of you at home. Like even this morning, my internet connection, probably is why I'm frozen right now. My internet connection in the garage this morning was in and out. So just being patient and understanding that you got a community that's going to be with you. And we're all going through this together. So let me go ahead and just shout out a couple other folks. Jennifer Clary says these Zoom classes are definitely keeping me motivated. It's the next best thing to actually being in this gym. We also have Chavez again from Arizona, one of our followers here. Grind, stay positive, just keep going. Not every day is going to be a good day, but every day is an opportunity to get it done. Yes, so shout out to you there. And then I'm going to go ahead and move on to this next piece. Kind of, you guys have already been sharing it, but like, what's some motivation that you have? Maybe some quotes, some mindset ideas. I know Coach Tracy, you mentioned, you're going into the whole life coaching piece, and then Coach Howard, you mentioned like it's a mental grind also. So what are some other things that could be helpful in that way?
I live by the saying, maybe because of my experience, early youth, being homeless and stuff like that. But I live by the saying, and I try to preach this in all the classes, online or physical, is, losing is not an option. It's just not an option. You're gonna have ups and downs, but it's just, you have to put yourself in a situation where it's not an option. And I live by that. Not saying I don't go through the struggles like everyone else and have the doubts and stuff like that, but you just gotta, this situation, you gotta reinvent yourself, whatever that means, because it's in you.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Touching on Tracy, a quote I actually ran into the other day is, when you can't control what's happening, take control of the way you're responding. We all have to, like Tracy said, you have to take control of yourself and, make it better. Let's stay positive. There's always sunshine after a storm.
Oh.
Don't die in the valley.
Don't die in the valley.
God, don't die. I didn't give you these talents and this. God didn't give you the talents and
we haven't heard that one in a while.
I didn't give you these talents and abilities to die in the valley. That's where you're supposed to fight the hardest. You don't die in the valley.
That's right.
And it's not, it's easily said, you fight the battle always, but truly, when I heard that stand, I've never forgot it. God, we all have abilities and strengths, and He didn't give us that. He's going to put us through those times where we're in the valley, but He don't want us to die in the valley, all right? You use the valley to motivate you and grow.
Use your goals, and part of that die in the valley is you have your goals, and they're just not going to just happen. You're going to work, you're going to fall, you're going to come up. So when we say don't die in the valley, sometimes those days are hard, but they're supposed to be, because once you get through that, then you're going to the next. So we don't die in the valley, and keep that mind on that goal, and just know that there's fallbacks, but you always bounce back every single day.
Say this to all the business owners out there. I understand your struggle, your fear, building something, and like for me, 2 people in a park 11 years later, and to see something like this happens, and I'm saying to all the business owners out there, it's your dream. I understand your dream. Keep fighting. Don't die in the valley. Let's stick together.
Sweet. So real quick, I got a couple things. My technology again is testing me today, right? Every disruption is a development. So hopefully this works because I've been like messing with my computer and you can't even see my face, but can y'all hear me? Thumbs up.
Yes,
If you hear me?
yes.
Okay. So here are a couple tips and motivation from other coaches that are also from the Fitness Elite Factory family, Suspension House family, and Shred to Bit virtual family. But before we do that, let's go ahead and say shout out. There we go. Elisa Lee Ramirez says thanks, coaches. Evercelli Mitchell says yes. What Chavez says, got to keep grinding. If I didn't keep working out this whole time, I'd be so depressed. Facts, right? Mental health is super important and it connects to your physical health. Brianna Jones says, I love that.
Bree.
Yes, Bree. Debbie Stevens is also saying good
Debbie,
morning.
Morning, Debbie.
Morning.
So here's a couple messages that we have put together that couldn't be with us because they're working or everything's going on. So let's start with, oh, not that. That's the wrong sound. See, hold on. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. So this is
Hello.
Yes, while we on here, Ryan, you might want to tell them a little bit about your experience about Shred to Fit and all that. So Ryan is trying to fix something, obviously.
What did you want to say?
Tell them a little bit about your experience with Shred to Fit.
Oh, well, it's evolved a lot in this time since this pandemic. We were posting videos, daily videos every single day, doing some live, but now we revamped it. We started with the Facebook Live and then moved into the Zoom. Howard, Tracy, and I were on a Zoom meeting right when everything started, and Tracy said, let's try this with our workouts. And we quickly got a staff meeting together, got a schedule together, and literally within days, we had our full schedule that you guys are using now. So we have developed as far as a business of Shred to Fit, reaching more people. And the goal is to just keep reaching and reaching. It doesn't matter where you live. We can build communities all over the world. So we're super excited.
So I'm tripping, man. I was playing that and I guess nobody heard anything. Is that
No.
right? So how about now? Hold on. How about now?
Okay.
Hi, everyone. My name is Brenda, and I've been a part of the Factory Elite
Brenda.
for a year and a half now. I've been coaching for 5 months now. I coach at the factory location in Vacaville at 5:15 p.m. Monday through Thursday. I want to give my gym drunk crew and my crazy pineapple peeps a huge shout out. I miss all of your faces. I miss our laughter. I miss seeing you guys and being able to give you guys hugs. So here's a huge bear hug for you right now. Squeeze. For all of our members and everyone working out at home, I know it's been an adjustment for us all, but don't let your fire burn out. Continue to fuel it and feed it. And remember, tough times don't last. Tough people do. And we know that you're tough because you are factory made. I cannot wait to see you guys soon.
Shout out to Brenda. Yes, the tough times don't last, but tough people do. Here's another familiar voice.
Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Coach Joe, and I've been part of the Factory Elite Fitness family since April of 2017 as a member, and fell in love with the program and the people so much that I decided to become a coach. I've been coaching now since January of 2018, so a little over 2 years. You'll find me coaching at our Sassoon location Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. I want to give a shout out to all of our members who've stuck with us through these challenging times. We appreciate you and can't wait to see you soon. And for all of our members and everyone working out at home, just some advice. Set that alarm, set some small incremental goals that you can achieve, and make sure to reward yourself. And do it for you.
Absolutely. Shout out to Coach Joe. Yes, set your alarm. And then last but not least,
hey, what's up, everyone? This is Coach Leilani, also known as Coach Ling. I've been with the Factory Elite Fitness for 5 years. I've been coaching for 4 years now. I coach at the Sassoon facility. I'm there Monday through Thursday at 6:15 and Friday at 5:30. Just want to give a big shout out to my happy hour crew and all to the members at home, our Fit family. I miss you guys. I miss your faces. I miss all my little Primal Fit Cubs, and just to try to stay motivated and keep moving. I know it's hard right now during all this craziness, but it will get over this pretty soon. It shall pass soon. But just want to let you guys know that I love you and I miss you, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. And all right, take care. Love y'all. Bye.
Yes, right on. And so on that note, if there are any shout outs, if each of the coaches wants to give a final message and final shout out to all of our viewers, again, those who are members and not, I put the contact information below. So if you are looking, you're in the Solano County area, I put the websites down below. You can feel free to go to the websites and you can find all the contact information to see how to get involved and maybe possibly be part of this community.
Whatever you want to say, wherever you are, no matter what community you're involved in, don't die in the valley. Keep believing.
Don't die in the valley. Okay.
I just want to thank the coaches that have been involved in the online. Thank you for jumping on board and being awesome. You guys have been so great. Howard, Tracy, and I have been working every single day on just things for Shred to Fed and the factory and Suspension House. So thank you guys. And then everybody that's working out, whether, like Tracy said, whether you belong to us or anywhere, just get up, get moving. And just, I'm so proud of just everyone coming together and getting stronger. Anybody else?
Yes, stay motivated. We miss you all. And as well, if you're a member with us or if you work out on your own or with another gym, just keep moving, stay strong, fight through it. We will all make it through, and stay healthy.
Shout out to my 6 PMers at Suspension House Fitness, Linda, Summer, Griselda, Katie, Bridget. There's so many people that I can't wait to see and hug, but thank you for being online with me every single day since this hit, and we'll see you guys soon. Love you, Bulldog.
Just want to give a shout out to all fit families throughout the nation. At the end of the day, like I said, it's all about mental health. Spending that energy, working out, whether you get out and walk, whether you go for a run, whether you walk your dog, whether you do air squats, whether you have your baby and you do squats with your baby, just at any time, just keep moving. Again, because you're going to expend that energy and you're going to feel so much better. But like I said, like Tracy said, it's all about you guys. I appreciate everybody that comes to class, comes, logs on, don't log on, do the workouts at home, and then post it. Hey, I did my workout. How are you? Was tripping. Hey, Carrie, you were tripping. Hey, Jess, what is this? Tracy, are you trying to kill me? At the end of the day, I'm gonna say it is gonna pass. I can't wait to see everybody. I think just like all the coaches, we can't wait to see you all. And at the end of the day, just keep moving. Take every step and be willing to fight, taking every step.
Don't die in the valley.
Yes, don't die in the valley. Brianna Jones says, this is why I love you guys. Sometimes you can move 200 miles away and still be family.
Love you,
Yes,
Bree.
you can.
Yes.
You know we love you, Bree. You know.
Yeah, definitely. So, all right. So I'm gonna just end like this. First of all, I want to say thank you all for being with us today on this beautiful Monday, Motivation Monday. Get moving, set those alarm clocks, be accountable, step out of your comfort zone, most importantly, and connect with community, y'all. Your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual, all that is important. And again, if this is your first time rocking with us, thank you. I know we went a little bit over our time today, but I know it was well worth it. If you found value in this show, whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, do me a favor and smash that subscribe button, follow so that you can get notifications every time we go live, because again, we are all about inspiring change from the inside out. Thank you again, Factory Elite Fitness Factory, Factory Elite Fitness family, Suspension House, Shred Fit Virtual, all of y'all, all the coaches, all the staff. Thank you for continuing to follow your passion, live your dreams, and for everyone out there in the virtual world, we love y'all. Get moving, get it cracking, and we out of here, y'all. Peace.
Yes.